banana bread that will elevate your breakfast game to a whole new level. Blueberry banana bread, the ultimate fusion of two beloved flavors that will tantalize your taste buds and leave you craving for more. The perfect balance of sweetness and texture is what makes this bread a game changer. Imagine sinking your teeth into a moist, fluffy loaf, bursting with juicy blueberries and ripe banana flavor. It's a match made in heaven, folks. The appeal of blueberry banana bread lies in its versatility. It's perfect as a breakfast treat, a snack, or even as a dessert. And the best part, it's ridiculously easy to make, even for a beginner. So, if you're looking to level up your baking skills and impress your friends and family, you're in the right place. Believe me, once you try this blueberry banana bread, you'll be hooked. It's a flavor combination that will leave you wanting more, and the best part is that it's incredibly easy to customize to your taste. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started on this epic baking adventure. Ripe bananas, fresh blueberries, flour, sugar, eggs, and baking powder. These are the magic ingredients that will transform your kitchen into a bakery. You'll also need some essential tools like a mixing bowl, loaf pan, and spatula. Simple, right? Make sure you have all the ingredients within arm's reach before we begin. As we'll be moving quickly through the recipe, I like to think of this part as the prep party, getting everything ready for the baking extravaganza that's about to unfold. Now, let's take a closer look at the ingredients. You'll need 3 to 4 ripe bananas, the riper, the better. Fresh or frozen blueberries work equally well, so don't worry if you can't find fresh ones. All-purpose flour is a must, and make sure you have granulated sugar, eggs, and baking powder stocked up. Next up, we have the tools. A large mixing bowl is essential for combining our ingredients, a loaf pan for shaping our bread, and a trusty spatula for scraping the sides of the bowl. Simple, yet effective. Mash those bananas, people. Using a fork, mash 3 to 4 ripe bananas in a large mixing bowl until they're smooth and creamy. Add 1 cup of granulated sugar and mix until well combined. Yes, it's a lot of sugar, but trust me, it's necessary for that perfect balance of sweetness. In a separate bowl, whisk together 2 large eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add this egg mixture to the banana mixture and mix until smooth. Don't overmix, folks, we want to keep it nice and gentle. In another bowl, whisk together 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Yes, it's a lot of flour, but we need it to create that perfect texture. Slowly add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, mixing until just combined. Be gentle, folks, you don't want to develop that gluten. Once combined, fold in 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries. Try not to squish them, we want them to maintain their plump, juicy texture. Now it's time to pour our batter into the loaf pan, making sure to smooth out the top. You can get creative here, add some extra blueberries on top or a sprinkle of granulated sugar. Pop that loaf pan into a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 55 to 60 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. You'll know it's done when it's golden brown and sounds hollow when tapped on the bottom. While our bread is baking, let's talk about the importance of using high-quality ingredients. Fresh blueberries, for instance, will give your bread a much more vibrant flavor and texture compared to frozen ones. And when it comes to bananas, the riper, the better. They'll add natural sweetness and creamy texture to our bread. When selecting bananas, look for ones with brown spots. They're the perfect indicator of ripeness. And for blueberries, try to find ones that are plump and firm. They'll have the best flavor and texture. Now, let's take a look at our freshly baked blueberry banana bread. Doesn't it look amazing? The aroma wafting from that loaf pan is incredible. It's like a symphony of sweet and savory flavors. Slice that bad boy up, and you'll be rewarded with a moist, fluffy interior and a crunchy, golden brown crust. It's the perfect breakfast treat, packed with nutrients and antioxidants from the bananas and blueberries. 1 slice of this bad boy contains approximately 250 calories, 10 grams of fat, 35 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. It's also a great source of vitamins and minerals like potassium, vitamin C, and manganese. Now, let's talk about common issues you might encounter while making this bread. If your bread doesn't rise, check your baking powder, it might be outdated. If it's too dense, you might be overmixing the batter. And if it's too soggy, you might be using low-quality ingredients. To avoid these issues, make sure you're using fresh ingredients, following the recipe to the letter, and not overmixing the batter. Simple, yet effective. Let's recap the key steps we took to make this incredible blueberry banana bread. We started with ripe bananas and fresh blueberries, mixed them with sugar, eggs, and flour, and poured the batter into a loaf pan. We then baked it to perfection and let it cool before slicing it up and devouring it. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this epic baking adventure as much as I did. Don't forget to leave a comment below, sharing your experience with this recipe. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more delicious recipes and baking tutorials. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen today, and I'll catch you in the next video.